Okay. All right. So, what was the goal of the march today? Like, what was the common message, if there was one?
I would say the common message is to get together, spread the knowledge, make people aware of the company Monsanto and what they're doing to our crops through genetically modified foods.
And for anybody who doesn't understand the Monsanto Protection Act, could you elaborate on that?
Sure. Essentially, the act that was signed into the bill that President Obama passed was to nullify any type of consequence this company Monsanto would have if there's any consequences from their genetically modified seeds. So if I got sick from eating their genetically modified produce, they're not held liable. And so that's essentially what the Monsanto Protection Act was positioned towards.
Yeah, definitely. And what do you think Monsanto's goal is ultimately?
I'm told their goal is to increase yields, create more produce, because we have a lack of food going throughout the population in the world. However, I'm under the impression that we produce 12 billion people's worth of food. We have only 7 billion people inside the nation. So obviously, it's not towards producing more food. However, these seeds are known to repel insects better. So it provides more protection to the crops.
Why do you think Monsanto bought Blackwater? Are you aware of that?
I am. Probably for protection. This is probably the go-to answer. But I know in the past, the occupying and some of the revolutions across the world in history have gotten violent. So I'm sure if people start becoming more aware of all of these atrocities per se happening to our food supply, they would need more protection.
Okay, and I've done some research and I saw that there's been marches of Monsanto, like there was some last year.
Sure.
Has there been any media coverage of this that's been supportive in getting the word out there?
No, there hasn't. I know the first one was on October 25th. It was over 16 different countries, 50 different cities, and 200 million people marched against this one company. And there was not a single media source, mainstream media source that covered it. In fact, the only type of coverage I got was through grassroots movement like social media or through very small third-party media outlets.
Okay. And do you think the executives and the CEO and everybody and the shareholders and everybody who knows who's high up in Monsanto, do you think they actually eat their own products?
I don't. There's some memes going around on the internet and jokes and whatever, but I also know that the White House and Monsanto's headquarters eat strictly only organic produce. And genetically modified ingredients and genetically modified produce isn't organic or natural. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about your organization and what you guys are trying to, what your message is there, what you're trying to accomplish.
Sure. Our organization is Agro Innovations. We're a state-of-the-art greenhouse company that uses aeroponic technology to grow clean produce. We're all about making sure we have clean produce, so no pesticide residue, and making sure we have dense nutrition. We found that through hydroponics and through aeroponic growing, we're able to increase nutrition by 1,000% sometimes in produce. So we're all about making nutrient-dense produce, giving you clean produce so you don't have any toxins going in your body, so you're only having the healthiest of the healthy food.
Oh, okay, so what kind of vegetables and fruit do you guys usually grow?
Right now, we're mainly sticking to leafy greens, so we grow collards, kale, mustard greens, Swiss chard, all types of herbs, basil, oregano, cilantro. We're just now getting into fruit production, so we are growing tomatoes, strawberries, and hopefully we're going to branch into more like cucumbers and melons. But
yeah, so Monsanto hasn't given you a hard time yet, hopefully, right?
Not yet.
All right. That's a good thing.
Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah. All right. So how can people get a hold of you to get more information about your company?
We're very active on Facebook, so Facebook is a very good outlet to get a hold of us. You can also find us at agroinnovationsinc.com. We have a contact us, and it has a section for volunteers, for partners, and for internships, because we do want to help educate the future of our farming and educate people on innovative ways to grow.
Okay. All right, well, that pretty much concludes all the questions. All right, well, thanks for your time.
Thank you.